Today's episode is brought to you by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kayla Cockrell with today's Free Press Voice Briefing. It's Tuesday, July 5th, 2022. Michigan lawmakers and Governor Gretchen Whitmer funded dozens of projects across Metro Detroit and the state, dedicating more than $1 billion towards these endeavors in the $76 billion budget approved early Friday morning. The budget is slated to take effect on October 1st at the start of the new financial year. It is buoyed by billions of dollars in federal relief funding. From massive new healthcare projects to small community initiatives, the new money will have an obvious impact in the months and years ahead. The budget allocates $6 million for the Charles Wright Museum of African American History, located in downtown Detroit. Another $4 million is slated for the Detroit Historical Society. The Joe Louis Greenway is also a project that's slated to connect multiple Detroit communities with new walking trails. The plan is intended to connect multiple different greenways and provide easier access to natural walking space for a city that hasn't always offered much amenities to all residents. The project is slated to cost more than $200 million and is slated for completion by 2030, according to a city news release. Visit freep.com to see more of the marquee projects that have received funding in Metro Detroit. 2 employees of the Housekeeping and Environmental Services Company contracted to clean Detroit's Harper University Hospital and Hutzel Women's Hospital sued Thursday in U.S. District Court in Detroit, alleging they were fired after they spoke out about a lack of cleaning supplies and staffing that led to dirty operating rooms and other unsanitary conditions. The workers, Denise Bonds of Detroit and Shanisha Rhodes of St. Clair Shores, sued Tenet Healthcare, the for-profit parent company of the Detroit Medical Center, which operates Harper and Hutzel, along with the Compass Group, which owns Crosshall Healthcare and was contracted to provide cleaning services. Showing pictures of dried blood and bodily fluid they say was crusted on hospital beds and puddles of blood on the floor, Rhodes and Bonds said the companies refused to provide adequate cleaning supplies to workers or staff the hospital properly to ensure rooms were thoroughly cleaned.
I'm Susan Tompor, and I'm a columnist with the Detroit Free Press. A financial headache for a Rochester Hills woman started out with a call about an unpaid utility bill that amounted to around $200. But soon, the woman saw her entire checking account was drained of more than $1,300. All the crooks left her with was around $7. How did the scammers do it? They demanded money to be sent via Zelle, and then they tricked the woman into handing over more information to access her entire checking account. Nearly 18 million people have been hit by widespread fraud on money transfer apps, according to a letter sent in late April to Zelle's network operator. The letter, sent by 3 Democratic U.S. senators, including Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, told the operators of Zelle that their company and the banks have a clear responsibility to more aggressively protect consumers. The consumers can be stuck losing money in many cases, but there are ways where you are protected, such as if a victim of financial fraud was induced into turning over their account credentials to the scammers who then conduct unauthorized transfers. The Rochester Hills woman was initially turned down by her bank for relief. Then, out of the blue, she received a letter saying that the bank would resolve the issue in her favor and put the $1,300 back into her account. Then, though, the bank said the letter was a mistake. The woman complained, contacted the Free Press, and suddenly the money showed up in her account. What consumers need to do is to take action and to report these incidents to their bank and demand an investigation. And if the situation is still unresolved, it's a good option to contact and file a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department, calling your attention to a special report on Imani Bates. Once considered the next big thing in basketball, the former Ypsilanti Lincoln High School star is in a bit of a crossroads in his career. After entering college a year early and transferring now out of Memphis, the 18-year-old is planning to join Eastern Michigan basketball. Not exactly home to top-level NBA talent, but how do we get here? Our Tyler Davis and Jason Munns of the Commercial Appeal in Memphis have talked to a handful of people in and around the Imani Bates situation to not only get to the bottom of what went wrong in Memphis, but to explain why all is not lost for the basketball phenom. A solid sophomore season in the Mid-American Conference is just what Bates needs to resuscitate his draft stock. And playing for a coach like Stan Heath may be just what the doctor ordered. For more on this story, check it out on Freep.com.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out Freep.com.